This is the 5-4 to 5-5 review. Calculators are not allowed, and it's number 3. So on this one, we are going to be comparing different integrals to this one to see if they represent the same thing, whether they have the same value. So I find that this is simplest to do if you think graphically and you think about transformations that occur on graphs as you change the inputs or the outputs. So if we look at the original one, this accumulation from A to B, just for ease of figuring this out, I'm going to let f be positive. So this right here, this area, would represent the accumulation from A to B on this function f. So now, this f of x plus c, since I added c inside the function, that means I'm going to move the graph of f c units to the left. So we could say that this distance right here is c. So this point here would move over here, and this point up here would move here, and we would get something that looks kind of like this. So we need to look to see if our new limits traveled with the function. Here, this limit here would be a b minus c, and this limit here would be an a minus c, and we're accumulating under that translated graph. So is that red accumulation the same as the original blue? Yes, it is. So that one works. If we look at B, here's our accumulation still from A to B. This one says I want to take the opposite of that. So if I do the opposite, I'm going to be changing the sign of that accumulation. So if the original was positive, the new one would be negative. So no, that's not going to work. The next one says I've got an original function, A to B, and I'm accumulating. And then this minus c tells me I'm going to move the entire function to the right c units. When I do that, this will now be a b plus c, and this will be an a plus c. Now the issue is I want to accumulate from the b backwards to the a. So since I've switched the limits of this, even though the red accumulation and the blue accumulation seem to be the same, going backwards will make them opposites. So C is not going to work as well. Let's look at D. D, we take our original function again. We're going to go from A to B. This says that I'm going to move the graph of that function a units to the right. When I do that, this new limit here will be a plus a, or 2 a's. This one will be b plus a, and I'm going to accumulate from the left to the right. So is that red accumulation the same? Yes, it is. So D works. Okay, last one. We'll start with our A to B again. We want to compare that accumulation to the new accumulation, which says I'm going to move the picture a units left, but then I'm going to accumulate from the old B back to the old A. So we don't even know what's going to happen past here because I didn't draw any function. I guess I could continue the function. Continue the function. And now going from B to A is not necessarily going to be the same as A to B. I dragged the curve to the left, but I did not take the limits with me. So E is not going to work. So the only two that are the same as the original one are A and D.